Hi everybody! Welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. Today I'm painting a pair of heels, a pair of some red high heels. And I chose this subject simply because I just love to paint shiny things, just like water, just like glass, anything that has something to do with light. So anything shiny and something that I can really uh, like make as realistic as possible. All right, so the colors that I'll be using for today's tutorial will be listed in the description box below. We have titanium white, red or magenta, burnt sienna, and black. Okay, so let's begin now. We're only using 4 colors. So I'm gonna sketch first the subject so that you see where things are gonna go. But this sketch will change as I move or as I proceed to doing the actual painting. But this will provide us a basic frame for or the skeleton of the painting. Okay, so I'm gonna use my black to do some sketching. So I'm gonna do first the left side or the left foot. Is that the left foot? Yeah, the left foot. Okay, it's pointing. Let me know if you find sketching really intimidating. I really find sketching to be like intimidating. Okay, simply because it's like a make or break thing for me. If your sketch is not good, okay, we're not saying that there's a perfect sketch for everything because it's just a sketch. But when your sketch is really good, okay, you won't have a hard time doing the painting. It's like, yes, it is the basic framework. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. And then, and then I'm gonna do the, the insole, just like that. Ah, I love it. Okay, and next we're gonna do the next shoe. It's right behind this one. So it's like, mhm, right here. Yeah, like that. Hmm. And then it's gonna go up like that. Just make sure that these points, like point A to point B, they kind of align, okay, with each other, so that you don't uh, you still make it appear like it's one whole shoe and it's not like another shoe. Okay, I'm have to make adjust an adjustment here. I feel like I made a mistake. So there you go. It may be a little too far. I'm just gonna adjust it. I feel like it's too high. Right, like that. Okay, I really did a little bit of adjustment there. Because I feel like it's mm, all right. That's nice. Okay, so those lines that went outside the main frame, we will be painting over that so that doesn't form part of the painting, the final look. Now let's begin the underpainting. Now that we've already identified the main shape, okay, let's proceed with the underpainting. So I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out, and I'm gonna use my red, and I'm gonna mix that with black so that it's muted, stark red. We always start with the dark colors when we do the underpainting. So I'm gonna use this, yeah, maybe this color to underpaint the shoe. Now, we will be painting over some of the sketch lines that you see, but not everything though. I'll be using some dark reds on the right side, especially this side. Okay, like that. Mhm. And then using red, I'm just gonna go along the sketch line. Some of the areas are still wet, but I'm just gonna go for that. All right, like that. And then I'm gonna use the same color, dark red, for this second pair. I mean, second shoe. You make it a little bit darker. All right, like that. And I'm gonna color this part. I think this is a very, very easy painting. I think beginners can actually paint along. Oh, that's too dark. Anyway, the underpainting should be dark actually. So I'm gonna make it a little bit curvy. Yeah, like that. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing right here. That. Okay. So now I'm just gonna allow the paints to dry for the reds. Okay. But we can underpaint now the inside of the shoe. So I'm gonna wash my brush out. I forgot that I'll be using a little bit of yellow. So I'm gonna use a little bit of yellow ochre. So I'm gonna get my yellow ochre. Get your yellow ochre. And I'm gonna underpaint the inside of the shoe. So using my white, I'm gonna mix it with yellow ochre with a little bit of burnt sienna and black. Okay. So that would be the underpainting, like this color. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of black to that so that it's more grayish towards this area. You want to you um you may want to paint the sketch or maybe just thin down the sketch line because it's too thick. Okay, right here. I'm gonna thin down that sketch line. Okay, like that. And also right here. Okay, I'm gonna add more white this time. Okay. More like darker here. Right, like that. And I'm gonna darken it even more, okay? Because we'll be doing that right here. Actually pretty dark. Not because it's dark, but because of the absence of light. Right. Okay, now, while waiting for some areas to dry, I'm gonna use a cleaner brush. I'm gonna get my white and I'm just gonna clean this area. I'm using a thick amount of white because I know that it's still gonna show, once it's dry. Right. Mm. Again, I'm just cleaning around some areas. Like that. Okay, now using this white paint that I have on my paintbrush, I'm gonna glaze over this, not because I'm trying to cover it, but because I want to suggest some light right here. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit blurry without the intention of removing it from the picture. Okay. It's like just glazing it, making it appear as if, making it appear distant. All right, like that. Okay, some areas may be dry already. Like this area, I'm gonna use my white and I'm gonna use that to highlight the insole. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna allow this layer to dry, and then I will proceed to applying another layer of white to highlight even more. Okay. Now I'm gonna highlight this part just like that. And then using this white, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some highlights on the shoe. Okay. I'm gonna lighten my red by applying some white to that. So I'm gonna make a little bit of pink color. I'm gonna add a little bit of black. Remember to mute the color by adding black. And I'm gonna do, okay, it's a little bit dry. I mean, it's a little bit wet. That's why I cannot really see the highlight. So using this grayish pinkish color, I'm gonna highlight the left side. Okay, like that. I'm gonna add black, and then let's do some more highlighting. Like that. I'm gonna get my black again, okay, and then white. Just like grayish pinkish color right there. And then using some pink, okay, I'm gonna mix my white and red to get some pinky color. Okay, and let's highlight even more. Okay. The shoe. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of red to that and slightly highlight. All right, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that later. For now, let's go to this part of the picture. So I'm gonna use again my pink before I proceed to doing pure white. Okay, I'm gonna add more red to that. Okay, like this color. Okay, now using more white. Okay, just like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, again, and then we're gonna highlight the most pointy part of this shoe, like right here. Okay, some more pink. Okay, I'm gonna add gray to that. So I'm gonna add black. And I'm gonna apply that color right here. Okay, just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my brush out. Oh, by the way, I forgot to highlight this part. So using my grayish pinkish pink color, grayish pinkish color, and I'm gonna highlight this heel. Like so. All right, just like that. And then I think I need to make a little bit of correction because I feel like I made a mistake right here. Yeah, like that. So just adjust your painting. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, now using some black and yellow ochre. So black and yellow ochre. I'm just gonna color like the heel part. Okay, like that. And also this part, I'm gonna darken for dimension. Now I'm gonna use a smaller brush, more pointy one, so that I can really create some thin lines. So using my black, we're gonna outline some of the areas that you see here to really emphasize the shape of the shoes. It's not working. And just like that. So I'm using an angle brush, a small one. It's size 8. Okay. Okay, like that. I'm gonna mix my black with my red or maybe brown. You can add brown so that you don't remove absolutely the redness color, the red color. And then using that, we're gonna outline right here. You need to wet your brush if you find it a little bit difficult to glide. through your canvas. And just like that, okay, you're using some more black right here. Okay, and I'm gonna go inside the shoe just to re-emphasize the shape. Okay, and then I'm gonna outline this part. And then here. Okay, you see, as my canvas absorbs the paint, the underlying or the underneath paint is still showing. Okay, now I'm gonna switch brush. I'm gonna get my black, okay, and what? Gray color. And I'm gonna remove the excess water. I'm gonna create some shadow right here. So just dry brush along this area for the shadow. You like that? You're now using some yellow ochre plus white. Let's highlight some areas. Like this will appear more gold, okay, than yellow ochre. Okay, dry brush along this area. Okay, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix it with black. Now, I'm gonna get my pure white. Let's highlight the insides of the shoe. I'm just dry brushing. This will create the highlight effect. Okay. We're not trying to make this white. We're trying to make it bright. There's a huge difference between just painting it white and actually just dry brushing on it to produce some highlights or light effects. And I'm gonna try to cover this again. Good. Right here, I can see the lines. Okay. Just to soften that shadow part. Oops. Oh, by accident, I dab onto my yellow ochre. Anyway, I'm just gonna go for that. like that. Then using some more white, okay, let's go and highlight even more the shoe. I think you can hear some like fireworks. I don't know what's that for. I can hear it. I can hear it from here. Hmm. Oh, I love this painting. It's so simple. It's so simple, and I love it. I'm gonna switch my brush because it's kind of big. I'm gonna switch to a smaller one and create some details right here. Oh, I'm so sorry about the noise. I can hear the fireworks. So I'm gonna lighten this part just to give it the appearance of brightness. Hmm, right here. Okay. And I'm gonna make some, oops, why does it have to be color yellow? Again, we don't want to delete this part. We just want to highlight it. Very similar to this part. We're gonna glaze it. Oh wow, so nice. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna get my red and white. And this area is super wet, I can tell, but I'm just gonna do wet on wet. Okay, just like that. Okay, gonna get my red right in here. Okay, I'm gonna get my black. I'm gonna, oops, I need black. Okay, it's a little bit challenging to mix the colors since some areas are still wet, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Let me check. It's very nice. And using some more white highlight. Okay. And using some red and black. Okay, just like that. A little bit of fixing. And some yellows. Inside, but very subtle. And I'm gonna mix my yellow with black again. Create some more dimensions. Okay, like that. Okay, some markings. Right, check. Okay, that looks really, really nice. I love it. Okay, using black. Okay, let me just adjust this. Okay, like that. Mhm. Some black and red. Okay, let me just fix this part. Okay, and then using some white. Make sure that it's not contaminated, meaning just gonna get pure white because I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna clean. Oh, I'm gonna clean right here. And when I say clean, I only mean that I'm going around certain areas, okay, just to remove those excess lines. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this part. Okay, using black, I think I need to adjust it a bit. Okay, okay, like that. All right, so using some more light pink colors, I'm gonna make some highlights right here and here. Okay, let me see it from the viewpoint of the camera. Okay, I really like this one. But I need to highlight this area because it's too wet, as I told you. I think I applied too much paint on this area. Okay. And I'm gonna get my white. Okay. So I'm gonna use a really clean brush for this next step. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna highlight the insides. Really highlight, especially this part. Try to be extra careful now since we don't want to use another brush. Okay. To mix, try not to mix with any wet paint, or you can simply wait for the paint to dry before you do this so that you don't waste your time. Okay, now I need to clean a little bit more because this area went outside my sketch line. Mhm. Okay, and I'm going to make this a little bit straight. I'm gonna glaze right here. I'm just cleaning around, okay? You don't have to do that if your painting is really clean, but I love my painting to be clean, okay? And I feel like I made a mistake right here. Should be just straight, just like that. Mhm. Like that. And I want to correct that area. Yeah, if you're like me, you need to do this step. If you want it to be really clean, as clean as possible. It's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. This one, I'm gonna glaze a little bit, just like that. I'm just gonna make some overlapping markings without the intention of actually removing it, just to highlight it. Okay. Good. Okay. Now using some more black, we're going to redefine the heel. Okay, just like that. I really love this one. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this one. So I'm gonna get a little bit of red and white. I'm gonna add water to that so that it's easier for me to apply it. I'm gonna add tiny bit of black. Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this color right here. Be careful. Okay. And like that. Okay. See, it's absolutely nice. I think I'm gonna sign this now. It's really good. Okay, so for the signature, I'm just gonna use, oh, by the way, I'm waiting for this area to completely dry so that I can do a second layer of black paint because, okay, just like that. I need to, because it's like bleeding right here. Okay, right. Like that. I'm obsessed. Okay, I really like this one. Okay, now I'm gonna sign this. I really love it. For the signature, I'm just gonna use my, actually, I said I'll be using burnt sienna since I'm not using it. I did not use it. Like I only use it once or twice for small areas. I'm gonna use it for my signature. I'm gonna sign right here. And we're finished. Yay! So I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you paint along with me. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. If you're painting along with me, let me know in the comment section below. And see you in my next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Love you.